Krashmax.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in for another video here at Godspeed ZRC. Today I wanted to give you guys a walk around on my 2020 Can-Am Maverick Trail 1000. Let's go. This is either going to go very good or very bad, but we will see. Alright guys, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to give you a brief rundown. So whenever you guys see this in some later videos, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. So just to start off, it's a 2020 Can-Am Maverick Trail. It is the 1000cc, of course, great power. Not the fastest in the world. It is naturally aspirated, so it does really good on the back roads. The trails that we go on here got a lot of tight turns. A lot of the 50-inch trails here too, so you got to be mindful of that. But on this, we've got the Maxxis Carnivore 30x10s. It's on a 14-inch wheel. Now that is the Sedona True Beadlock wheel. You can see right there, we got the bronze with the True Beadlock all the way around on them. And then one of the biggest things you're gonna notice is the Super ATV 3-inch lift. Now the 3-inch lift on these guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, sucks. The 50-inch wheelbase, it's already top heavy enough. So whenever you add that onto it, it makes it feel even worse. But I mean, it's really hard to flip these things with that long wheelbase. It is hard to flip them, but it definitely feels possible, I can tell you that much. Then from Can-Am, we've got the rock sliders. You already saw the front bumper, the ranch style front bumper. Then we got the ranch style rear bumper as well right here. Just to go on to the fenders, I believe these are just the 1-inch, 2-inch fender flares. Originally it did have the 3-inch on it. It was just way too big for what it was. Didn't look right at all. And then once you look underneath it here, you guys will be able to see it's got the full skid plate all the way down. And then we've also got the A-arm protectors as well. And those have came in handy quite a few times already. And then this gives you guys a really good look at that Can-Am ranch style front bumper. And of course, almost an evil necessity, you got to have your winch on here. Now this one's actually the Warren, I can't remember what weight it is. It's probably like maybe 3,500. I honestly can't remember, but it works great. We got our in and out switch on the inside. And then we've got the EMP aluminum roof on the top. And I can't remember which brand windshield we've got on here. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description here, but of course we've got our windshield there, which helps out a tremendous amount. It's a world difference. And then jump onto the inside, pretty much your basic layout you're gonna see in every other one. And now this one, it does not have the, it doesn't have the selector switch for your rear locker. It's always gonna be engaged in this one. You can go through your different modes here for eco and sport and change a few of your settings on that display, nothing too crazy. Got our in and out switch right there, 4-wheel drive control. Then right here, just your normal Prindle. You've got park, reverse, neutral, high and low. And I will say with these CVT transmissions, you've got to be very, very, very careful of, I guess, what kind of driving you're doing at the time. These CVTs like to burn up pretty quick. I burnt mine up, I think, yeah, just once already, but it's only got 300 miles on it. And then since the 3-inch lift, it's really put these axles at a really bad angle. You can see right here, and that does remind me, we've got the Rhino 2.0 axles on there. I've already snapped the rear axles on this, so I had to go ahead and take those off. One good jump did it, and we were in one wheel drive. But ever since I put those Rhino 2.0s in, I'm telling you guys, it has made a world of difference. Confidence inspiring. We've jumped it quite a few more times. It's taken the abuse for now. I guess the factory ones were just not up to par. And then another thing that we did have to change just because of an actual failure was the tie rod. So my absolute first ride, we went out and they had aluminum pop can tie rods on. I mean, guys, come on, Can-Am. Why would you put that there? So we replaced those with these beefy tie rods on both sides, and that's helped out quite a bit as well. Funny little backstory on this thing. I actually bought it pre-owned with like 90 miles on it. So my GM at a previous dealership I was at in Northeast Tennessee, CDJR dealership, actually bought this thing, decked it out with pretty much everything you see, minus like the wheels, the tires, put the Rhino axles on it, and I swear, like literally that was it. He had it decked out. He drove it once. Oh, and the windshield, some other stuff, but no big deal. He literally drove it like one time. I was like, I want something else. And since that time, he's went through like 5, 6, or 7. If he doesn't mind, I'll actually post a picture of the one that he's on right now.
Shut up and sit down.
Absolutely crazy could be at SEMA. But guys, this thing, for what it is absolutely awesome. I mean, you can pick these up for like 14 grand. Well, you could before Corona. But, I mean, it's crazy, guys, for what you get. The little 50-inch trail is awesome. It does really good on all the trails that I'm on. I went up to the Spearhead trails quite a few times. But like the trails at my house, guys, the trails at my house, they're like, I got to have something like that. You know, it's crazy. But now that I'm out here on the street, I'm on the road, I may be getting something new. I'm looking at something a little bit faster. But that's why I wanted to make a video on this one for you guys. That way you guys can at least see it. You know what I'm working with. You know what I got. And just in case the Rubicon 392 gets too crazy, we still got something we can drive on the street here, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, please. I'm trying to get some subscribers. I need your all's help. Now, one of the best things about where I live, as you guys probably already know from my last video, is that there are certain places that these things are allowed to drive on the road here. So, not necessarily as far as I take them, but you can take it up and down the road. Last night, I literally drove to our Mexican restaurant just to go pick up some food. So, I mean, that's awesome. We've got a non-ethanol pump right down the street, too. So, it's great for these machines. But that being said, let's get it out on the road. We'll take it on the actual road, see how it drives. I don't have the time to take it to a trail today. I'd love to get you guys that content later. But for today, the road's just going to have to do. Now, in case you guys didn't already know, these are all mid-engine, I guess rear engine mount, however you want to talk about it. So on these, the noise once you're driving them is really loud. You got to think the motor's literally right here underneath the bed. Now, we do have the functional bed on the back of this. No dump bed, but this is more of the sport versus the utility version. And then you can see on the inside here, we've got these awesome seats. Your actual intake is going to be right here, and it's got this filter for it as well, that way none of the debris can get through. Now, I have noticed if you turn these things over, lay them on their side like I have in the past, I'll go ahead and add that in right here. Bad decision number 25,000. Golly.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna flip it.
You definitely want to clean these off after. You don't want to spray water directly into it, but if you graze the side, it'll usually get most of it off. But that's enough about that. Let's just take it down the road for a minute, see how it goes, and see what you guys think. And I've got my sidekick with me here, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I can't mount you too well on this. It makes a lot of noise, so I'm sorry if you guys can't really hear me that well, but I just want to take it down the road. So with this CVT style transmission, it seems like I'm always running around 5,000 RPMs whenever I'm cruising. Now these will get up to about 70 miles an hour. So at 70, we'll be cruising at about maybe 5,500 RPMs, which is kind of crazy, but with that CVT style transmission, you get what you get. And so far, even through our jumps, it doesn't seem like we snapped the rear axle. We'll find out here in a minute. I don't really have a good way to hold you here, so I'm just gonna try to hold you this way. That way you can kind of see what's going on. Now I'll flip you around and give you a POV, okay? Just can't beat it. Unleaded fuel. Alright, and now that we've got a fair chance to get up to speed, sit down, buddy. Sit down. Sit down. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Ah! That's not straight. But as always, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, please. I'm trying to get some subscribers. I need your all's help. But until next time, just take it easy.